Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. If you are a new face, welcome in. If you're an old one, welcome back. Sorry for that little kerfuffle. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. Thank you for your emails of confirmation, your emails for sharing your stories, and your emails booking readings. Please remember there are so many emails. I can't always get back to all of you, but I do read every single email, all of them, okay? And I appreciate you. I appreciate you reaching out and contacting me. What was going to come through? I would like to say thank you to those who have donated. I do appreciate it. It means that I can expand this channel. I can buy more cards to place back in here, and I do appreciate you. Thank you. The song that came through when I asked our ancestors what we should be speaking about was that it's a really old school song. My boy lollipop, do 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 do, you make my heart go giddy up, do 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 do, you set my world on fire. You are my one desire. There's someone here who is feeling really loved up, or someone who is, there's this kind of like that giddiness, you know, when you meet someone and it's not the first date, it's not the third date, it's when you've started to progress and all you can think about is that person, and it gets to the point where you're really giddy, that serotonin levels have gone up. You're constantly messaging them or thinking about them, or when you go to sleep you're thinking about them. There's someone here who is compulsively thinking about someone, and you've got here at the top hands a hand, healing past wounds, skin health, heart health, endocrine system, health spells, 6th house ruler, Virgo, taking back stolen energy. There's something here also about the heart space, okay, and unconditional love. But it's almost like there's two opposing energies, because there's someone here who's really feeling themselves, who knows how worthy they are, who loves themselves, and I heard boundaries, and has really strong boundaries, or who is learning really strong boundaries, and how to say no as a complete sentence. And then you have this other energy that's almost like an obsessed little puppy that is just following after them. And I'm seeing like the puppy hiding behind the tree, and then someone walks along and they carry on, and then they turn around and the puppy hides behind the bush, okay? But there's something, I don't know if there's something sinister about this puppy, and I heard yes, there is. Okay, my boy lollipop, huh? And you've got your ex and your bestie. I don't know if you can see that with the shine. Your ex and your bestie. Should I take this out? Yes or no? No. Okay. Do you want me to take this one? No. Okay, let's see. What is eluding us? Ooh, it says here, found guilty of 11 counts of. Of what? Okay, that's intriguing. Don't take it out just yet, okay? And then you've got Oshun underneath. Oshun is a beautiful energy. She's very abundant, but she's also an energy that will help anyone with learning about self-worth and self-love. So you have got this energy of this golden light around this light one. There's someone here who is really digging deep into shadow work, who's really looking at kind of like that temperance card of having one foot in the water and one foot on the earth, of balancing their emotions. But I'm hearing balancing their finances, balancing everything in their life, taking, especially with that hamster hand coming out with 6th house ruler and Virgo, analysing different sections of their life. What parts need to be healed? What parts need to be revisited? What parts can wait for a little bit while I figure out on this? And with Oshun here, you have someone who is, it's almost like Oshun is holding their hand as they walk through this and going, don't settle and don't set the bar lower, okay? But that 11 counts of, stop. 11 counts of sexual assault. That's why this puppy had this sinister energy to them. Found guilty of 11 counts of sexual assault. Who is this person? Because you've got this happening while you have, and I've just got goosebumps, that's horrible, oh my gosh. You've then got birthing new worlds into life. So you have a light one, but I heard mastered. There's something that this light one has mastered. And I heard drawing in the moths. You or the person you're thinking of, or this other light one, is like a beacon or a lighthouse, or like a light bulb that's glowing really brightly, and all of these moths, and I love moths, I think they're beautiful, but whoever this person is that's obsessed and is following this energy, it's like an energetic trail, they're trying to hide themselves, and they want to be part of this, birthing whatever it is that you or the person you're thinking of, or this light one, they want to be part of this. And I heard Oshun doesn't want them. And I heard petitioned, they tried to petition them, and they were told to kindly F off. Kindly F off. Should we put this out? Yeah. They were told to kindly F off. Anything else that would like to come out? Because I'm hearing that song, My Boy Lollipop, but it's getting faster and faster and faster and faster. So whoever this is, they're not mentally very well. And you have to remember that I am not a licensed professional therapist or mental health worker. This is just the energy that is coming through, okay? Always make sure that if anything like this resonates and you feel like you need to speak to a licensed professional therapist, that you actually seek one out in that sector and take their advice before you take mine, okay? You take my advice at your own risk. Use your discernment. The gloves are off. Now, if I place this down here next to Oshun, there's also something here about some other people stepping forward. Someone stepping forward, and this is to do with court, or this is to do with authorities. There's Oshun is holding a lot of people's hands, a lot, and I heard victims, a lot of victims' hands, and saying, I'm going to walk with you. And you've also got here vanilla, and it says peace, tranquility, and calm. There's something about stepping forward and having their voice heard and going, it was that person did it. Ooh, because underneath you've got here, this is not the one that's catching my eye, it's this one here, because it says freedom, harmony, relaxation, independence, passion, and then it says romance, sexual desire, swift assistance and activation. And this is hibiscus, okay? For some reason the name Hyacinth came to me, and I don't know if that is someone's name or if someone has an ancestor that's coming through. And I heard, ooh child, you've got this. Ooh child, you've got this. So that will be for someone specific. But there's something here about Oshun walking through this trigger warning, because this seems like this is for sexual assault survivors. That Oshun is walking with certain people to help them heal, but also help whoever it was who did it to be accountable. And there is someone here that is, I don't know if they're hiding in bushes or hiding, and I'm hearing that it got remixed on YouTube, and it's this dude standing outside a house talking about how there's someone going around trying to get into people's houses, and he's like, you've got to lock up your children, you've got to lock up your wife, you've got to lock up everyone because they're climbing in the windows. And it's turned into a remix, like into a song remix. So there's something here about some sort of sexual predator being caught out for what they've done. Because I heard the investigation that finished off. This investigation is either finished off, or this investigation is right at the pinnacle of, we're going to catch that bastard. That's what I heard. They're going to catch that bastard. Anything else that must have come out? And I heard the song, ooh child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh child, things will get brighter. Light a candle, no matter how small, every night. Someone's ancestor wants you to do this, okay? And if it's not for them, it's for you or the person that you're thinking of. Okay, there's a little bit of advice in there. Anything else from this deck? And I heard, no, you can move on. Okay. Now, let's find out, who is this person? Do you want me to take this deck? Yes. Been told to take this deck. Now let's see what's underneath. You've got Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And then you have got here, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And it's upside down. So it's more or less saying that you have starseed families coming through as well. You have energy from other realms. But this is also like a really clear-cut message from someone's ancestor that you're on the right track. Keep going. And I heard, even if it's scary, keep going. Keep burning that light really bright, okay? Especially coming back to that candle. And I heard, light it for you. Light it for you. What else needs to come out? There's something about children as well. And children coming forward and pointing and saying, that person. Okay, because you've also got here in Rama, where are you being called to journey to? And it's upside down. This is, again, you've got it. Someone is on their true north. They're following their passion's lead. And I heard they're healing the heck out of it. They're healing the heck out of it. Healing the heck out of what? Because you've got here Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic and teacher. Okay, and then longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. There's someone here that has been mimicking a light worker. There's someone here who has they have chosen to, rather than heal, to wither from it. Okay, because especially with that priestess, that mystic and that teacher, there's someone here who has been teaching others. I heard how to trap them, and I heard she's going to get caught too. Who's this she's going to get caught too? Who's this she's going to get caught too? Wrong question. What question should I be asking? And I heard, what's she been teaching them? What's she been teaching them? Please and thank you. What's she been teaching them? And it says here, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Okay, so she's been teaching others how to disempower, because I heard trap them. And I keep hearing the contracts. There's something here about some sort of initiation. Is it an initiation? I heard binding spell, so it's more than that. Yeah, look, it's an initiation, without a doubt, because we've got a yes there. Sorry, the light is so bright. It just says, just say yes, yes. And then you've also got the age of the light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. There's something here about an initiation, trapping people into this, and this, because why do I keep hearing disembodied? Sacrifice that soul. Okay, there's something about trapping people in their south node, or getting them to confess their deepest, darkest secret, and then binding them to that, or using a binding spell to keep them in that timeline. That is why I've had readings talking about trying to trap a light one in a timeline where they felt vulnerable. Okay, leap. See, you've got leap and it's upside down. You go first, the universe will catch you, and you've been training for this for lifetimes. There's something here about trying to put a blockage in, and I keep getting the energy of Cancer, or of your fourth house, which is governed by the moon. So that's your emotions. There's someone here who has tried to put in stagnant energy into the solar plexus in the past, but that has been broken free of. It was to put in lack of motivation, lack of interest, lack of, just being tired, can't be bothered to do anything. And that didn't work. It held on for a very small amount of time, and this light one has removed that. There was something they did that removed that. And I heard your words have power, your words are key. So now there's something here about trying to place an illusion or doubt or worry on how this light one goes forward. And I heard they were paid to do it. This high priestess in reverse, this dark high priestess, it's their job. I heard the quota. Why did I hear the quota? Why did I hear the quota? And it's coming out again, Mintakan. As I said that right? Mintakan, yes. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Look at that. And then you've got underneath transformation upside down. And it says here, things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. They try to hold people, especially heart wounds, because I'm actually seeing like, almost like a poster of a heart and someone slashing it so that parts of the paper curl over. They're trying to find ways to hold on to the heart space, because this is also to do with connecting with an old energy. And the reason I say that is because this has always been my card for when a new energy wants to come in to work with a light one, whether that be an elemental, a deity, be that an angel, God, Allah, whoever that is. This is my card for an up level in connection. Now, with it being upside down, they're trying their hardest to stop this activation or this up level from happening. Okay, and with this Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers, the whole story behind, belonging for home, like longing for home and belonging, it's talking about how, certain people who they kind of associate themselves with being starseeds, is that this is not their original home, that they've had previous lives before, and previous lives on different star systems, on different solar systems, and some people never feel like they fit in, in this human form, and they long for something else. Okay, now longing for something else, if that is from a past life, this is something that they're trying to, either they're trying to stop past life information coming forward, or this has been happening for lifetimes. For lifetimes. And I heard it worked in a few, but they didn't gain the result that they wanted. There's something about how the wheel of dharma is spinning quicker, which is why people are starting to see their karmic results, whether good or bad, a lot quicker than we did, let's say, the generation before. Okay, a lot more people are waking up, a lot more people are becoming conscious that there is something more than just the physical body that they're in, that we're not just floating through our lives with things just happening to us. They're starting to learn that it's a grander scale, scheme, plan to our lives. And because a lot of people are starting to light up, they're lighting, more or less lighting up the globe. There's something here about the wheel of dharma going faster. And because it's going faster, transformations, activations are coming in a lot quicker, which means people are accessing gifts. They're also accessing parts of their shadow selves that they're healing, that may have repressed past life gifts, past life path, you know, your path, what path you're supposed to be on. And there's something here about fear coming from those who stand in the darkness and enjoy it. Okay, now I want to know more about found guilty of 11 counts of a sexual assault, because that is crazy. That's crazy. Do you want me to put this one out? Yes or no? Yes. Where? Here? There? Over there. Okay, make your mind up. Let's see. Now I've got yes, and I've also got the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. There's something here about having to, as part of this initiation, I heard into the inner circle, but they called it the sacred circle, that you had to open yourself up and be vulnerable and talk about the most disempowering time in your life. And then I'm seeing like a black ball. It's almost like made out of smoke. Something is pulled out of them, but then something's attached. Why am I being shown that? I heard they feed it to the darkness. And look, it says, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And then it says, just say yes, upside down. They're forced to do this. They're forced to do this. What are they feeding? And I heard something you wouldn't like. What is something you wouldn't like then? Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic and teacher. There's something here that they're feeding. But there's also this energy of either a doppelganger or projecting that energy onto this light one, onto this teacher, onto this psychic, mystic, or tarot reader, medium, whoever this is. Because there's something about a light one having some sort of platform or having some sort of connection to masses and teaching or healing or connecting. And I did get the energy earlier on today, and it just came to me that there's certain light ones who have their own platforms that are being hexed or having something attached to their platforms by whoever these adversaries are, so that when people watch it, they become fearful or they become scared or they feel like they're not resonating with the readings that are coming through. Okay, and there's something here about placing whatever fears that they have taken in what they call confession, because that's what I heard, and placing part of that onto a light one or onto a light one's aura is what I'm hearing as well. And we had this, look, birthing a new age, birthing creations, dreaming a new world into being. And it says, trust that niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And I keep hearing 10 steps ahead. Whatever it is that they're sending, I heard you're not quick enough. You're not quick enough. And I heard by the night of the moon, I still see you. And the ones that wanted to come out here, look, you've got the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold, and awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being and integration. Someone here is being divinely guided by their guides, by their angels, by divine source, by whoever it is that you or the person you're thinking of, or this light one, whoever it is that they walk with in their spiritual path of light. Okay, there's something that was done that stops this from attaching in the way that they want it to, and especially with that lightning bolt there hitting onto that bridge. It's almost like whatever's being sent to try and close that down, to stop that transformation from coming in. Look how weak that lightning bolt is. It's quite measly, isn't it? It doesn't matter what is done to this light one. And it kind of looks back at, or kind of links into the community post that I put up about we aren't the darkness that we've endured. We are the light that survived, you know, what's the word? Persevered. And there's something about this as well, because when I actually look at that, there's a snake in here. There's a couple of snakes in here. There's someone in a close circle to this light one that was aware of all the towers they were going through. And there's something here about found guilty of 11 counts of sexual assault. That they were trying to pin a light one being there, or being part of it, or being the one that kind of introduced whoever this vulnerable person was that was sexually assaulted, that they were part of it, that they were there, that they knew, and that all of the things that they talk about love, light, empowerment, is just a guise. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution expression, I told you. Okay, they're trying to swap places so that they are the one who's there helping the survivors, and actually going, hey, actually, it wasn't me, I didn't know about this, it was this person instead. What the heck is going on here? What is going on here? Trust the niggle. Now it's upside down, and it says, what is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And it's upside down. Okay, so this is also to do with using your discernment. Okay, this is also, excuse me, I need to take a drink. Oh, my throat is dry. I just heard they don't want you to say it. This is also using your discernment, because you need to keep up with your cleansing in your home. You need to keep up with, you know, either covering your mirrors, using flame to cleanse them, using sigils or symbols of power. Make sure that you aren't, you know, resting on your laurels. And I don't say that to cause panic or fear, or to say, oh my gosh, if you don't do it, something bad's going to happen. However, these people are incessant, and there's something here about trying to attach things through mirrors. But there's something here about trying to distract a light one from listening to their intuition, or listening to, it's almost like, you know, when you get goosebumps, and we all have that sixth sense of, if you're walking down a darkened road, your body tells you, don't walk down that path, don't go down there, that's dangerous, or something will happen, and you listen and you go the other way, you go the long way around that's more lit. There's something here about trying to get this light one to forget their intuition in that aspect and ignore it. So there's some sort of warning sign going on with this, and I want to know more. Okay, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Okay, I heard going into overdrive. Who's going into overdrive? Change the deck. I can't speak. Look, change the deck. And I heard that, yeah, there's someone's got like lemons in their mouth, or someone tried to do a shut up spell and it didn't work the way they thought it would. Because you've got here, I will watch over you. Okay, but this is almost like a threat rather than it is a like a comfort. That's the energy that I'm getting. I will watch over you, because I'm hearing every step you take, every move you make, every single day, every blah blah blah, I'll be watching you. And that song is actually written about a stalker following a woman. So this, I will watch over you, like you have a mighty shield. Somebody here is trying to look for a chink in someone's shield. Oh, what I got from that also is, whoever this high priestess is in reverse, this person is not protected. There was something to do with like either a dodgy policeman or cop, or someone in the government that was shielding them, that was keeping them out of focus and out of the investigation, or trying to keep them out of the investigation, but more for their benefit, who has just gone, I'm not dealing with this, I don't want any connection to you. Like, I'm watching, you know, I'm watching your steps to make sure that you don't what's the word? I always go to say implement, and it's not implement. What is the word? But you don't say anything that will have me be linked to that, or be linked to you. So you've got wisdom as light as a feather, and you have a mighty shield. There's also, this is like a double meaning, because this is also coming back to this weird mirror magic, and whatever's being projected is something to do with wanting a fake guide or fake information or a fake download to come in that will stop this awakening or move this awakening into a different direction or a wrong direction. Okay, it's all to do with placing a seed of doubt in this light one. Okay, light that candle, you guys. If it resonates, light a candle for yourself, because it's more to do with the focus of remembering what is your passion's lead, what lights you up. You know, if you're a truth seeker or a truth speaker, or you're someone who is learning what your you know, your chosen path is on this life, or if you know what it is and you're in the thick of it and that's what you're doing, there's something here about lighting that candle, not only to connect to your ancestors and your intuition, but to remind you of every tower that you've been through and how you've got through the other end. And also, if there is a seed of doubt, when you light that candle, to remind yourself of how capable, how powerful, and how chosen you are. Okay, because you've also got on here, rediscover your individuality, become the dragon, and wisdom as light as a feather, and it's upside down. Okay, there's something here about, why did I hear feed the dragon? This high priestess in reverse, this dark high priestess. I heard I'm loving it. And this 4 and 1 making 5, there's something about loving the chaos that they sit in. Okay, but they took the wrong advice. And I heard you should have left him ages ago. You should have left him ages ago. Now I'm going to shuffle one and see what wants to come out. You should have left him ages ago. Because you've got the time has come, the time is to act now. Whoever this person is, they were advised to stay with this energy, this toxic masculine energy. They were advised to stay in the circle, and this was before they were really involved. And there's something about there being R charges, RAPE charges against this person a while back, and them staying with them and believing that they didn't do it, or it couldn't have been them, or the person who said it is a liar, and you know, I'm going to be the Oshun energy and give them worthiness and they're going to be okay. And then you've got the time has come, the time is to act now. This person was told to stay with them, and they didn't listen to their own ancestors who were telling them to get out, and now it's too late for them to, because they're embroiled in something. That one wants to come out as well. Wisdom as light as a feather. They didn't listen. Okay, and there's something about this happening in past lives. This is almost like their karmic cycle that they haven't learned, life after life after life. Okay, where are you being called to journey to? This person ignored their own path, and I heard, I'll take you down as well. I'll take you down as well. And you've got here, something is about to end for now, and you've got, it's all right to be alone, and they're both upside down. Like I said, someone doesn't want to, they don't want to go down by themselves, so they're trying to figure out how to take this light one down instead. Should I change the deck? Yes or no? One more. What else would like to come out about this? That one? The Akashic libraries are open. Someone's being urged to look into the truth of past lives or past behaviours of patterns of behaviour, because you've got 43 condensed down to a 7. This is about truth and deceit, but this is someone wants to, you've got an angel here, or you've got an ancestor, or there's an energy here that wants to give you a pearl of wisdom, something about the past and the reason why this has been repeating over and over and over. Okay, take care of yourself. That's about lighting that candle. Make sure you're lighting that candle. Make sure you're taking time for yourself, because I'm hearing for someone to breathe out, take that time to rest. And it's not just physically, but it's mentally being able to switch off for that 5 minutes. What else needs to come out, please, and thank you. Okay, and you've got here, how do you like to be comforted when you feel down? Okay, someone represses how they feel, or somebody looks back into past relationships where they didn't have emotional connections, or they didn't know how to express emotional connections because it's upside down. You've also got, what boundaries can you set to protect our relationship and communication from being damaged by technology, and it's upside down. Again, there's something here about this High Priestess in reverse, expecting more of an emotional connection with this person, and giving a lot more than they know how to. Okay, and it's also, there's some sort of appeasing. I'll appease you or do what you want because then maybe you'll love me, or maybe you'll open up to me, or maybe you'll give me what I was missing when I was a child. And I heard a broken mess. What else needs to come out, please, and thank you? And you've got here, how do you like to be, again, how do you like to be comforted when you're down? This person is projecting not depression, but there's some sort of stagnant, heavy energy. And I heard stop digging. Someone here has gone down that rabbit hole of, you know, either conspiracy theories, and I'm not judging at all, but they've gone down a rabbit hole of putting 2 and 2 together, linking the dots, and someone here doesn't like it. And it's both of them, but it's this masculine energy here, because I heard it goes higher than them. It goes higher than them, up or down, this way. You've got, what makes me different from other people you've been with, okay? And you've also got, describe a time when I disappointed you, but you acted like nothing was wrong. Again, there's this weird, like really distant, emotionally distance between this person and this high priestess in reverse, okay? And what makes me different from other people you've been with, and it's upside down. This feminine energy is constantly comparing themselves to other people, because I heard polyamory. But I'm also hearing that this masculine energy was saying that they were polyamorous, but this person's just been forcing themselves on other women. And this one here, this what makes me different from other people you've been with, there's also this rageful jealousy against a light one, because this person's eyes were turned towards, and still are turned towards, this light one. This light one's not interested in any way, shape or form. But you've also got, describe a time I disappointed you, but you acted like nothing was wrong. There's something here within the Akashic records I said about previous lives or past patterns of behaviour that will stem back, and I heard, to a wounded child, okay? There's something here that needs to either be healed by a light one, or it needs to be looked back at to see the interactions this light one had in previous lives with people around them, and what that karmic pattern was. What karmic debts needed to be broken before, that have been broken now. How were they created? Because it's born, this dark high priestess and this masculine energy here, because it's almost like that it's just every life there seems to be this pattern. Figuring out why will stop it from happening in the next life. And like, whoa, I just heard, I don't know whose ancestors that was, but they were sassy and I like it. They said they won't be a next life for these two. What the heck? And I also got, what's one of your secret sexual fantasies? And it's upside down. There's this really weird kind of like mothering energy, but it's really distorted, that comes from this high priestess in reverse. Like they want to be this person's mother, or this person over here wants them to be their mother, or wants to, you know, in like role play, wants to call them mummy. It's weird, it's really weird, and I want to get out of that. What's something you'd like to be forgiven for? Okay, and it's this way. Okay, you have this high priestess in reverse that wants to be forgiven for something shameful. I heard something shameful. This person over here only regrets that they got caught, but they want to say sorry. It's almost like they're teetering between the two, because they're extremely obsessed by this light one. But I heard ravenous. What's one thing you'd like to be better at over the next year? And I heard lying. Anything else that wants to come out? Just this one. What boundaries can we set to protect our relationship and communication from being damaged by technology? There's something here about trying to get their story straight. Okay, I've said this in previous videos, there's some sort of text message or Snapchat or something along those lines, or Telegram, some sort of secret a secret text messaging kind of WhatsApp group, something like that. And there's something about, let's get our story straight, or delete that part, leave that bit in, this bit, how can we move this bit over here so it points towards this light one and away from us? Okay, because even though there is a distance, emotional distance between these two, because they're both very callous, they're both very calculated, and they're both very damaged, They're now having to work together as business partners to try and dig themselves out of the hole that they've got themselves into. Anything else? Let's see what wants to come out. Anything else, please and thank you. Top one. Top and bottom. So the bottom one says, what's your biggest pet peeve? And it's upside down. Okay. There seems to be, this person was like, you're annoying me. There's something about this high priestess nagging them. They were at some point in an actual relationship, a proper relationship, but they seem to have distanced themselves bit by bit by bit by bit, and the things that they found cute in each other or beneficial to use each other became extremely annoying. And there's also something here about this high priestess being annoyed, this dark high priestess being annoyed by this light one, but trying to keep it off of their face because they're some sort of public figure. Whether that's a large public figure or a small one, they smile, but the smile never goes to their eyes. Would you like me to take this? It says, how would you like your life to be different in 3 years? There's something about being sentenced. There's something the lawyer said to them, and he gave bad advice. And I heard he was paid to do so. And I heard, just admit to it and you'll get a smaller deal. Something like 3 years, but it's going to be more. How would you like to be cared for when you're ill? Person is sick, and I heard, I'm sick and tired of you, but there's something here about being sick, okay? And I heard you've done too much. What are 5 things on your bucket list? Oh, they're really sick. They are really sick. That's why they want to confess, because you've got the time has come, the time to act is now. There's something here about wanting to get something off their chest before they're gone. Wowee. What lie have you told so much that you now believe it? Come on now. This person has been projecting, hiding what they've done and trying to copy a light one. Not only their intellectual property, the way they dress, the way they speak, the way they walk, the way they do their hair. They're even trying to change their body shape to be like this light one. But it's not just because they want to embody them, it's also to kind of try and set them up for a fall, because there's been videos before talking about them putting on a wig and sunglasses and going to try and take money out, you know, in this person's name. There's other things that they've been doing, but this person here, especially with what lie have you told so much that you now believe it, their whole life is a lie, is what I'm hearing. Their whole life and their whole need for revenge or jealousy had nothing to do with this light one whatsoever. It was just the nearest target and what they saw as the easiest target, which they're now realizing was the biggest mistake of their life. Because you've got what holiday traditions are important to you that you'd like us to keep going in the future. For some reason, when I read that, I saw a prison warden asking that, like asking behind bars, you know, what is your faith? What foods would you like while you're here? Okay. What's your favourite sexual memory of us? This question is almost like this person is asking this person over here, and this person is telling them to shut the F up. Like they're still needing some sort of confirmation from this person, even though they can see what this person is a sexual deviant. Okay? And it said, describe a time or moment in your life when you felt lonely or unloved. This is also to do with this initiation. There's something about really stripping down the people that... Okay. Found guilty of 11 counts of sexual assault. The people that were initiated, this is what happened to them as part of the initiation. Hot diggity. Oh my gosh. Describe a time or moment in your life you felt lonely or unloved. It's almost like it was purposely done like that for them to be initiated. And there's a video that I did quite a while ago about filming something, and I feel like that's what's happened, and this is coming out. And there's something here about this toxic energy. Look, what's your favourite sexual memory of us? Kind of going back to them and going, didn't you enjoy that? Didn't you this and that? This is gnarly. I want to get out of this energy. I do not like it. Okay, how does this link into the light one? Do you want me to take any more from here? No. What else should I pick up? Which one? This one here? This one. Okay, let's have a look. How does this involve a light one? What is it that they're trying to place on a light one's door as a tower? Is what I'd like to know, please and thank you. Because I heard a police raid. Who's had a police raid? Oh, that flipped everywhere, didn't it? Where did it go? Oh, all the way down there. Sorry. Let me see if I can grab that. Ooh wee. Now that flipped over and over and over. They're trying to block new beginnings. There's something here about a meeting and changing what happened in that meeting. And I don't mean like an office meeting, it can be, but it's almost like when you meet someone new, or this is my acquaintance, their name is blah, 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 blah. There's something about changing the way that happened. And this is also to do with going forward, them wanting you not to meet someone. They don't want you to meet someone. So what is it that they're going to try and do, or what is it that they're trying to use to stop this light one? So I had a fabricated video. Okay, because I heard deep fake, something about deep fake, because you've got burden here. Okay, something about using deep fake. Because I said in my head, will it work? As a question, and I heard hell no, hell no. Okay, it's not going to work. It's not going to slow this light one down. This light one's still going to have balance, and there's something about meeting someone, and you've got peace, tranquility and calm. Whatever they're doing is going to fail, and they must know by now it's going to fail, because not only are they trying to place you at a crime that you weren't in, they're forgetting that these 11 people that have gone through this know who was there, and they're standing with empowerment, you know, and they're pointing their finger at who's done that. Oshun's with them. They're not going to get away with this. They're not going to get away with this. This is what's going to end up with them: heartbreak and in ruin. Heartbreak and ruin. And I heard jail time. Anything else that wants to come out, please and thank you before I go. Ooh wee. And we've got, yeah, they're not letting go. They're definitely not letting go. However, I'd like to get a bit of advice before we go. What does the collective consciousness need to know? Okay, you've got here whatever ill intention that you may have, or any ill intention that comes up as an emotional trigger from learning this, or when any of this information comes to your door, you're being told to walk away from it. Because with that Chariot upside down, okay, to the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is about, you know, an ill wish fulfillment, and the Chariot is about being stuck. You're being told not to walk away from it, but to not place focus on that. Recognize why you feel angry, recognize and validate it, because every emotion is important and it is valued, but do not let it stagnate. Do not let it stifle, because this is something that they wish for you to do, because it goes back to that heart space and wishing to rip open that heart space to kind of grab onto it. Everything that they do has a calculated intent behind it. And these people seem to be skilled at manipulation, at picking, and it will only work if you allow them to pick. Anything else that needs to come out? All right, let's have a look. What else would like to come out? Oh yes, yeah, just keep walking forward. Keep walking forward with balance, because as you walk forward, there's a new awakening coming for you. Anything else? Yeah, and look at all these options. Walk away from them, okay? They're not even worth the time or energy. They really aren't. Anything else that wants to come out? Yeah, because good judgment is coming your way, and you're being congratulated for continuing on your high moral course. Because I heard moral high, why did I hear high horse? Someone here, and it's this energy that's coming through, that that dark high priestess, thinking that you or a light one thinks that you're better than them. And you know, I don't judge anyone, but if you're going to choose to go down the side of darkness and to purposely hurt other people without regret, then someone who walks in the light is better than them. I don't mean it in like a negative way, but heal yourself. Take accountability for your own actions, and recognize and honor your pain so that you can heal and grow from it. Okay? Because right now, yeah, look, they were isolating, they're trying to isolate this light one, I heard, in anger, to block their abundance, to block their money, to block their prosperity. But there's also something about trying to isolate them so that when they come forward, they'll be able to hook them better. I heard hook, line and sinker. Any other advice that would like to come through before I go, please and thank you. Now this went sideways. Okay, so you're being told there is a monetary offer, an offer of abundance and prosperity that is coming in, that is good. And I apologize that a lot of my readings seem to resonate more with negative things or heavier energies, but it's just, it seems to be the way that, you know, those things overshadow the beautiful blessings that are coming in. But this is also just to remind you, light that candle, keep your focus, because blessings are coming to you. Because if you look at both of these cards, both of the guys in these cards, they're walking very slowly. The Knight of Coins is the slowest knight in the deck. And you look at the Knight of Wands, he's not rushing. Okay, he's taking his sweet time. Your blessings are coming in. They're just coming in at divine timing, which is not always human timing. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively knew. If you're new to my channel and this resonated for you, I'd love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see more of my content. And if you are a returning subscriber, as always, I love you. Thank you so much for being part of the Cove. Thank you for contacting me just so I can see how this resonates for you and for sharing your stories. Anyone that would like to have a private reading, my bookings are open. All of the information can be found down in the description box. Have a look at the second paragraph down. There is a line of blue arrows. If you look above that, there is my email. Okay. Please remember, there is someone going through the comment sections. They've slowed down a little bit, but just be vigilant. They're scammers. They're either pretending to be me or pretending to be a pastor. If you read what they've put on there, they're talking about a charity and an orphanage and saying, please, can you WhatsApp them, help them out, or they can help you. Be aware that these are scammers. If you give them any of your details, they will try and ruin you. Okay, and I don't say that to fearmonger, just as a heads up. If you see them, please block and report them. I love you for that. Okay, wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, evening or night, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.